everybody. I hope you find me pretty quickly. It took me a little while to get here, but there's a good reason. I had some things I had to take care of that just suddenly appeared. And I wanted to make sure that I had all the information together that I could to share with you all and to impart to you to help you deal with these energies. I looked on the comments this morning and I was a little bit appalled to see how some of you are faring right now. And it really moved my heart. So I'm going to try and do a very effective, very bam, 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 right down the line. Hey there. Hey, everybody. Oh, thank you, Marie. 20 stars right off. I appreciate it. And for those of you who don't know about Facebook stars, that's 20 cents. Each star stands for a penny or a cent. So here we go. I'm going to try to do this as succinctly, as I said, as possible. Get that ugly lamp out of the view there. You can see our tribal line behind us, which is a tapestry that was printed from my original painting. It was done in oil, and this, however, is much bigger, and it's not the original. Okay. Mwah! To everyone, greetings. Oh, I see my friends on here. Good to see you all. Let's knock this out, shall we? I'm not going to talk directly about the energies right now. I'm not going to show you the charts on this particular live. I am going to talk to you about how to deal with these energies, how to feel good, how to ease your symptoms, how to take these energies and actually use them to bring yourself to the destinies and the outcomes that you are wanting and longing for in your hearts and your minds and your bodies. I'm going to talk to you about what you can do and what you need not to do in some cases. So this is going to be straightforward sharing of what I know. Not all of it. We don't have all day to go through every little teeny thing. I want you to notice, first off, look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my quantum scalar energy pendants. Now, I put two on. Why? Well, because I started out with silver earrings, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put silver on to make it go. But silver's really important right now. I'm not going to say more about that. But I thought, well, I'll just wear two of them so you all can see them. I'm wearing my silver and gold earrings to go with it. All right. If you have some of these scalar energy devices, if you have some shungite, and here is a bag of it, go get all this stuff now. Go get this stuff. If you're having symptoms, grab it fast. There's no reason for you to suffer any more than absolutely you can avoid, okay? Now, let's talk about basics. When the energies are coming in like they are, we're not just dealing with the Schumann resonance. We're not just dealing with the Russian charts, which are showing part of what's happening, or the Italian, or French, or Hungarian. We're not going by just that. That is a big chunk of it. But what we are looking at also is space weather. And that can mean solar flares, solar storms. That includes things like aurora borealis. It also includes things like when our radiation bands, which are around the Earth and our magnetosphere and so forth, when these Van Allen bands are loaded with energy, which can happen. And until there is a release, that energy is like locked into position, and you can feel that too if you're sensitive. I don't know what happened this morning, but my digestive tract responded, and it was very definite. And sometimes that can be from the day before, or it can be from the very moment. Some of the symptoms we deal with, and I have lists of these on our page, but let's just talk quickly about what kind of symptoms that you might be experiencing, especially if you're new to all this. You may be wondering, well, what is connected to these energies and what is just, who knows? Well, let's do it quickly. I'm going to try and move really fast today. So here's a list of very common symptoms related to the energies, related to what people call the ascension symptoms, related to Schumann as well as space weather directly, and other things that can be coming from man-made sources. So let's talk about them. Disrupted sleep patterns, tiredness and increased need for sleep. Some people have trouble sleeping during these times. Some people want to sleep all the time or take involuntary naps. I've done that before. They may experience elation or mild euphoria, cloudy thinking, or brain fog. Headaches is very common. I see that a lot with you all in your comments. Lack of hunger or increased hunger. Unsettledness or anxiety. Dizziness and clumsiness. Unexplained flashes of light. That's an interesting one. I have come to relate that to angelic activity a lot of time, but it also evidently is a discharge of this kind of power in our atmosphere. Unusual, extraordinary dreams, which I've seen a lot of us are having. Enhanced daydreams. Numbness and tingling. Hot and cold flashes. Unusual insights and epiphanies, aha moments, revelations. Incredible cosmic understandings that can come in a flash. Those are fun. A strong desire to be alone or be with like-minded close friends or associates. A desire to be around water, as in swimming pools, lakes, and streams. Ringing in ears. Oh boy, have we had that. Now, I've had it since I was 12 continually, but I have experienced a new level in the last few weeks. Really unusual, different. I normally don't even listen to it because I have it zoned out. You don't want to think about it if you can keep from it. Or it might really get to you. Oh, Carrie Ann, thank you. She sent 500 stars and someone else sent 50. Thank you. I really appreciate you all, and you all help me a lot. You help me be able to do this, to be able to continue doing it, and all the time that it does take, because I have to watch the charts constantly. I need to do the posts. I have to do a lot of interesting stuff, but you're worth it. Okay, now for a quick reference, here's some things you can do that are suggested to help you deal with the symptoms from all the elevated energies and unusual, extraordinary energies. Rest as much as possible. Get out into nature. I actually go out and sit in the woods and let the wind and the air bathe me, because there's stuff in that they can't even understand what it is. My nose is itching. What does that mean? Am I going to have company? Isn't that one of the things that they say that's supposed to mean? Funny. Anyway, stay hydrated. Eat good, healthy, natural foods. Take Epsom salt baths. That helps detox you and ground you. And it can be a great time for meditation. Use salt lamps. Walk barefoot on the grass and use other grounding or earthing technologies as you can. I am wearing one right now, as you see. This is one that's available on my store online. $12.50, I think, is what I have it priced at. Okay. Also, if you can't walk barefoot, go out and hug a tree. Put the palms of your hands against the base or the trunk of a tree, and it will draw that excess energy out of you and bring you down to zero earth frequency, which will relieve a lot of our symptoms, including pain and things like that. Take deep calming breaths, like we always say. Let's do that right now. You ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. Ready? Here we go. Always kind of shake it down a little bit as the air is continuing to come out. And then take another one. Take in light and good things and release anything that's not, that you want to get rid of. See it as maybe dark, smoky vapor. Ready? Again. Just let go of it all. Really quick centering exercise. And it has a lot of physiological effects and good. Well, thank you, Heather. 20 stars. Thank you so much. She says, let's get this party started. You're talking about a star party. Thank you all. You all are the ones who pay my bills. And I thank you. Through the store and everything. And I'm able to spend time doing what I do. I think I got a piece of kitty fur on my nose. Maybe that's what's tickling me. Okay. Now, pray/meditate. Listen to soothing music and healing frequencies. Forgive. That's really important. Forgiveness is the gateway into the kingdom of heaven, into 5D. One time I was on some friends' podcast. It's Our Twisted Universe is the name of their group, and I said that. I said, forgiveness is the gateway into the kingdom of heaven, or 5D. And when I did this thing that looked like a light, pale, see-through bird flew out from my chest straight up across the screen. I was unaware of it, but they both saw it. They got all quiet, and they actually did a funny video where they slowed it down and did this crazy music, and you could see it, and it happened more than once in that one broadcast. Very interesting. Everybody, let's stay hydrated. I'm going to take a drink. Y'all take a drink too if you can. Okay, now, listen to soothing music and healing frequencies. Forgive. Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Jane. Thank you all sending stars to me. Love. Focus on love, like I always tell you all. Let's stay in that high frequency of divine, unconditional love. There's such power there. There's such power on our own lives and in our own lives and on all those around us. It is awesome stuff, and I don't ever use that word lightly. Awesome is awesome. If you use it all the time, how awesome is that? Just one of my quirks. Think wholesome, encouraging thoughts and spend time with others of like-mindedness. That's important. And those of you who listened to my last live chat know I just experienced a big change in my own life as far as people I've been hanging out with. And it was their choice, but I know it's an upgrade for me. All right, use earthing equipment, which I already showed you. This is one of them. And smile often. Everybody smile. You ready? And put your heart in it. Okay, now let's talk quickly here. You notice when you see me a lot of times I'm wearing a button-up shirt or a tank top, and they will be primarily, if not totally, cotton. That is on purpose. Now, a lot of people don't talk about this, but I guess some people do. If you can have cotton or linen garments, it will help you deal with these energies better. Because if you're wearing a synthetic fabric, it is highly, well, it causes sparks and energy issues, and it emphasizes energies in a way that is not healthy. So, on days when the energy is especially high, if you can, pardon me, wear natural fibers. I mean, it'd be better to wear wool than synthetic, but cotton and linen is the best. And often I wear like a tank top of cotton, even if I'm going to wear something synthetic over the top. You want the cotton or linen or natural fiber against you. And that will help a lot. Hey, Bobby, thank you. 200 stars. Thank you, thank you. Carrie Ann, that's wonderful. Let's keep smiling. Oh, Sheila, that's good. She says her husband only wears cotton. There's a good reason for all that. Okay, now, not only does it feel great, but it's great for you. And it really helps with these frequencies. Okay, so wear natural fibers, cotton, linen especially. Silk is good too. Stay hydrated. It's so important. Think about if you had something dry that was being hit with high energy or heat. You don't want that. That's you. You want to be hydrated and puffy and filled with healthy moisture. You don't want to be a dry piece of leather being burnt and fried, okay? Like bacon. Stay hydrated, because that's the way energy flows. It flows through hydration. I showed you all this the other day. You know, I do things that are off the law. I guess it's not proper, but I'm going to say whatever will help. When you're wearing one of these wristbands, it has a metal plate, you see? And that plate is what conducts. So always do this. Did you see that? You touch that little bit of saliva underneath the band so that your skin becomes moistened. And you have a little salt in that too. And salt is very conductive. And this will make sure you're good and grounded. Okay, scalar. If you can wear scalar devices or use scalar devices, and I pointed these out earlier, I'm wearing a gold and a silver. I'm not wearing my rose gold today. I usually have the rose gold on because you can wear silver or gold easily in earrings with those. I'm going to show you all the different jewelry pieces I have. I haven't done it in a long, long time. I'm going to walk over here. I have them laying on my bed, and I'm going to show you all what we have and what's available. And so use scalar energy devices if you have them available. Grounding, we talked about in the list. A lot of these are going to be in the list, but go out and literally put the palms of your hands against the trunk of a tree. Stay for about a minute to 2 minutes is all that's needed. That will drain out and ground out the excess energies. Now, these towers, your own cell phone, etc., all these things overcharge us, and it can trigger a lot of symptoms, especially like pain. Now, those of you who have ordered things from my shop online, you have noticed that if you spend about $55 to $60, I'm going to put a gift into your package. And I can't show it to you, I don't think. Yeah, I can. Well, this is one of the least pretty ones. You see that? This is a way to deal with electromagnetic frequency. And I have some very pretty ones that are also really effective, which I can't show you because it's on the back of my phone. Wait. That's not true. Here. There. This is on my phone case. I have one on the back of my phone right now. I can't show you because I'm videoing this with a phone. This right here, it is 24 karat gold on it, and it is intensely amazing thing. It neutralizes EMF up to 99.9%. So radiation coming off of your cell phone, which is always something to deal with. I do not hold my cell phone against my head. When we first had them, I did, and my ear would always get hot. The side of my face would be hot and kind of achy, and I'd even have splotchy red. I don't hold it there anymore. I speak to people on speakerphone, always. Or with earphones. I don't use the ones that have no wires. I don't want that. And I'm avoiding radiation. I don't want to partake of radiation. I know what it can do. Now, when we're talking about solar radiation, like from sunshine, that's more good for you than bad for you. There's a lot of lies out there about sunshine, which is a type of solar radiation. It's good for you. Very, very good. It's one of the things missing out of our lives. Now, and by the way, when we have a solar flare, you don't need to hide inside a house or anything. You don't need to worry about any of that. You don't need to worry about going outside. It is safe. We are made for this. Now, if you feel overcharged, then you want to ground yourself. But that can happen through a lot of things. And your attitude is huge. And if you're fearful of this stuff, well, you've just stepped into a world of harm. Are y'all hearing me? It's really important to not buy into fear, the fear scenarios, the fear themes and stories that are out there about everything. Just don't have anything to do with it. If what you're watching or listening to or being around or reading or whatever it is makes you afraid, avoid it. Don't listen to it. Don't let people dump garbage into you, because it really is true. What goes in comes out. Our words are incredibly powerful. That's the way, in my humble opinion, based on ancient scriptures, that's the way you take things out of the quantum field, out of the spiritual field, into our realm, into the physical dimension, is by your words. Your imagination is huge. This is part of the word that encompasses or has inside. Soul includes your imagination. Well, think about image, nation. You are taking and imagining and imaging and seeing it. You can't help but feel it. You can't help but experience it when you imagine it. So watch what you're imagining. Choose intentionally what you imagine. When you do that, it's like a birthing canal in the spirit. And you can see this in matrix and quantum physics. This long tube-like thing with a funnel on each end. That's what it works like. It comes out of our imagination, our thoughts, our intentions, our feelings, many other things. And we focus on it and intend it. And as we do, it's traveling through like this birthing canal that will exit into an entrance into our physical world. And as it's going through and you say it out loud, what you're wanting, what you're imagining, the Master said, my words, they are spirit and they are life. Your words are incredibly powerful. What you say to someone else is so powerful. If people speak evil over you, if they speak dark things over you, you need to avoid them. And not only that, but counter the junk they say. If you don't want it, then state, I don't receive it. Or cast it down, call it empty, void, and powerless. Hey, Greta, your heart is so powerful. Our hearts are incredibly powerful. Our minds are incredibly powerful. And the way we deal with them and focus them is what makes all the difference in our world. Okay, I'm going to tell you something I don't believe I've ever shared. Certainly not online. I'm pretty positive. Years ago, about 20 years ago, I'm getting ready to turn the big 6'5" on Valentine's Day. Yeehaw! And this was about 20 years ago. And I did it before too. I did it in my 30s. That was really when I had the major crisis, I guess. I am, part of what makes me different, apparently, from what I hear, is I have a passion to know the truth. And I have a passion to know God or Source, the great lover of our souls. Creator, prime creator. I don't want to know about this one. I want to know myself. That's what a mystic is. It's someone who doesn't go with an intermediary, but you choose to do and go. Spend the time in meditation, prayer, contemplation, whatever. Alter what you eat. Alter what you do. Hold yourself back from things. That is an asceticism. It is a tendency to choose what you want with everything you do. I have lived that way and no one taught me. I was fasting water and food at the age of 13. No one told me that. Why? I don't know. It's in me. I knew that somehow that would help me break past this matrix and my own rigmarole patterns that were holding me back. Well, here's my point. I was so hungry, and the ecstasy that is possible in touch with this awesome one, our Source, the great lover of our soul, who truly knows us like no one and nothing else. The ecstasy, the euphoria, the beauty, the knowledge of who you are, what you are here for, and you find you want this. This answers every deep longing in the soul. I was driven to press inward. And here was the problem. I didn't know what I was doing. I was spending 3 to 5 hours a day in meditation, prayer, thank you, Shauna, and in contemplation and intentional focus. And I came through, well, I guess sort of what's going on in the world a lot of times, and maybe some religious stuff that people were saying around me. I saw my body as an enemy. It was hindering me. It was always distracting me. That's why I started seeing it. And I wanted total union or oneness with Source. I didn't want anything in the way. And I saw this as a hindrance. You know, I was young, would have all kinds of desires and cravings that can be very distracting. And I saw my body as a hindrance. And I'm sharing something really intimate here with you all. And I came to think of this body as my enemy, as my adversary, instead of the beautiful Saint Teresa of Avila, who was one of the most down-to-earth saints. And no, I'm not Catholic, but I came to find out about her. She called our bodies little burros. She was Spanish. Little donkeys that carried us through this life. And she said, sometimes the little donkeys just want to graze in the field and eat grass. And you need to let them sometimes. We need to be kind and good to our bodies and be thankful for them. Without them, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here for this experience. But I was thinking wrongly out of this intense desire. I saw it as what was in between me and my goal. Well, what came out of that? Many of you have probably already figured it out. I nearly died. I became strangely not well, and I nearly died. And doctors looked at me and said, I don't know how this is happening to you. I don't go into details, I'm not going to, but it was clearly me shutting down. I nearly died. I am not supposed to be here. This was never supposed to have gotten better. Through a sinus infection, they treated me with antibiotics and steroids for over a year. Well, duh, if it didn't go away, it obviously wasn't bacteria. And fungus developed, took over my whole system. I had systemic candidiasis. It was in every organ in my body. I was barely alive. I quit eating all bread, all grains, all carbs. I went on a diet of strictly meat. That's all I could eat, meat, and some green vegetables, tomatoes. I was so sensitive. I had leaky gut, of course. I became severely allergic to foods. I had to carry an EpiPen around with me. It was a bad situation, beloved. I have lived through a lot of stuff. And I can tell you this, your imagination, your intentions, the way you focus them can be life or death. And even though I was wanting something noble, it was very wrong to see my body as an enemy. On the contrary, like St. Teresa said, our bodies are the ones that carry us through this life. We need to love ourselves. We need to be thankful for our bodies. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to enjoy this life. Like the little burro needs to go out into the field and just eat green grass and lay in the sun and the shade and enjoy life sometimes. We must be human. We're not angels. Not all the way. We are alive here. We're human beings. So your attitude, your thoughts, your foundational beliefs are huge, huge to the way you feel, how you succeed or don't. And once again, I'm going to tell you just briefly, I was a victim of SRA. And that is satanic ritual abuse. I didn't even know it. I was so fragmented. And yet I do not have episodes that anyone has ever seen me frag out and be somewhere that I don't remember. Now, I know that sounds bizarre, and it is bizarre to me. But you know, when you've got things like that in your past, and you don't even know it's there, and then all of a sudden you start remembering it, and all that, you got a lot of things to deal with. And there are things working in you that you don't even know about. Some of you may have experienced this. Most of you have not, thank God. So overcoming that by loving yourself is really important. By realizing that Creator God, Source, Great Spirit, however you want to refer to this one, loves you. The lie is a lie. He, God, bigger than he or she, loves us. Oh, Shauna, you're so funny. Look at this. Thank you. She sent me 500 stars. Back at you. We are loved and known totally. The one that loves us totally. And the lie from the enemy, the reptilians, the snake in the garden, whatever you want to say, is that we're not accepted, we're not loved, and this is our enemy, and that is not true. That is so destructive. We need to embrace our bodies, our life here, the experience, our oneness with Creator God, Source. You know, when people try to leave out this greater source, this greater power, that is a type of opposition, and that's not oneness. You want to embrace the oneness with this one and be whole and know you are loved and that everything is accessible to you that is good. So in this place, once again, your words, your thoughts, your intentions, your emotions, if you feel things very deeply, well, then you're like me. This can be annoying to other people. It can be annoying to us. But you know what? That's power. Passion equals power. To turn those emotions toward good and what you want is power. Because that's one of the things that have been left out of a lot of the spiritual teachings in the world. How do you activate your prayers and your intentions? By your imagination, but by your feelings. You've got to feel like you already have it. And out of that comes this gratitude and love and whoosh. Now it's moved into this realm. We're talking about deep things today, but I'm sort of, people tell me I condense things. What's the name of that? Anyway, distill things into more simple terms to make it easy to grasp. That's the way I think. The way you feel is huge. And if you're afraid, you're in the wrong kingdom. Don't allow that to be done to you. Shut them out. Close off the TV. Turn off the radio. Don't watch that news if it bothers you. Don't listen to that person. Don't be in the vibe where that is what they're all about. And if you are, have your armor on. Have the shield of faith. Have up the breastplate of who you are. Have up the sword of truth and spirit. You know, have on the belt of truth. Do what you need to do. The helmet of salvation, which means wholeness, completeness, nothing missing, nothing broken. The place of oneness with Source. You get in that place, if you have to be in those sorts of places, you wear your armor. And don't let yourself be broken. Don't let them break in. Just don't. My old mentor, Brother Littlefield, had a way of putting it. He was amazing. I sure wish you all could have met him. He used to hold hands with people, hug people. He didn't push anyone away. He was known as the apostle of love around this area. He was love incarnate. That was who the man was. And he was amazing. Well, he told me one day, I said, well, Brother Littlefield, what about these negative people and all the evil spirits that are all over them? And aren't you concerned if, you know, there are a lot of people that teach if you let someone like that touch you or close to you, you will become defiled or infested or whatever. Brother Littlefield smiled at me. He said, little girl, he was from Maine, had the old Maine accent. He said, little girl, if you are a hose and the Spirit of God and life or anointing, chi, however you want to put this, prana, is flowing through you in force. If you're a hose and the water is coming out hard and fast, how will anything get in you? How could any person you touch harm you? How could any spirit or energy on some other person get in through you if you are filled to overflowing with love, with life, etc., etc.? And he did that all day. People came. He was an old man. And you could take someone with a broken heart to him, and he would take their hand very gently and hold it. You had to get used to that around him. He would hold your hand, and he would just listen. And he didn't say a whole lot unless he felt like he should. He didn't teach people. He didn't correct people. He imparted things to people. It came through him into you. So if someone had a broken heart, we know if we could get them to Brother Littlefield and he would touch them or sit in his presence, they would be healed. It was amazing. They would be healed at least to a significant degree. People were healed physically around him too. When you have that kind of love and light pouring out of you, you're a powerful being for good. And he was. And so are we when we do these kinds of things and make the choices necessary to become who we truly are. In oneness with Source, Creator, God, Holy Spirit. You know what I mean. Okay. Oh my. People shooting guns out there. I don't know if you heard that. So feeling good. What is feeling good? I was always taught, don't pay attention to your emotions, they lie. No, let me tell you something about your emotions. They are an amazing thermometer. They are an amazing gift and a tool to let you know where you are right now in your life. If you lose your peace, if all of a sudden you are experiencing anxiety or whatever, stop and say, I don't want that. Then you choose what you want. You move that direction. You observe yourself. You can't do it with intensity, or you might actually grind it in deeper. Oh, Shauna, thank you. 500 more stars. It's better to... It's better to just observe. Thank you. Observe your life. Maybe do Ho'oponopono. Do the different exercises, the whiteboard. You know, look at your life like you're objectively viewing it. And you're not upset about what you're just seeing it, just watching what happens. And when you see something that maybe isn't working for you, you do the heart brain coherence meditation. It's a powerful thing. And we're going to do that before we leave each other's presence today in this live chat. You do the heart brain coherence meditation and boom, stuff changes in 3 little minutes and shoots you into the place where you can walk in spirit and love in that moment. And it can cause changes in your body and your circumstances. It's a great jumping off point. So the key thing is to choose what you want. Don't get all upset about it. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling anxiety. No, just stop and say, what's that about? If it's become a habit, it's there all the time, then do the heart brain coherence meditation more. And let the peace flow into you and focus on that. Now, if you notice it just happened, then stop and say, okay, what was I just thinking? Or what did someone just say? Or what did I just see? Or where is that coming from? And don't just go with it. Don't let it continue with you. Stop and focus on what you want. On the peace, on the love, on the joy, on the strength. Brother Littlefield, my mentor, once again, he used to tell me, Marguerite, when I'm having a hard day, a bad day, and I'm sad, and people's burdens, I just can't take anymore. And he did hold a lot of people's burdens. He had to brush them off and roll them off onto Creator God. He had to do that. And he said, when I'm feeling really bad, maybe kind of depressed, I get in my car and I ask Spirit to direct me to somewhere I can help someone else who's in worse shape than me. He would go drive down the street and see someone like a woman with children having to walk, and he would pick them up, take them where they need to go, buy them groceries, whatever he could do. Literally, he did this often. Or he would go to the hospital. He would visit people in the hospital. I don't know if you could just randomly do that now, but he did. He would bless people. He would get things for people. He would call and check on people. And the key thing was to turn his vision and his focus away from his bad, uncomfortable, sad, whatever, overwhelmed feeling, and turn love onto other people. And he shifted his whole frequency then. And all of a sudden, he was okay. And this is a truth. This is very much a truth. Now, if the people you're hanging out with and having to be with family, family is a blessing, but it can also be a curse. Let's be honest. If your family has kind of gotten you down recently, maybe through the holidays, it's time to ramp yourself up. It's time to feed yourself what you need. It's time to find those things that make you feel good and happy. Don't mollygrub. Don't get down in it. Don't think you deserve that. You don't. You deserve love. You deserve brightness. And you know, you can't give what you don't have. So it's very selfless of you to want to be filled with love and light and happiness and joy and peace, because then you can give that to others or radiate that, walk in a room and shift the whole vibration, the whole atmosphere, the whole frequency. And that's priceless. It's priceless to ourselves and to those other people. Now, so choose who you hang out with. Find people that lift you higher. Or find a recording or music or a teaching or whatever that will help you. Or read a holy book or meditate on something beautiful. If you want to have a lasting effect, you can go listen to Joe Dispenza or someone like that who will give you the tools to help you shift back into where you want to be. Let's don't sit in the back seat of the cars of our life. I don't want anyone else driving for me. I want to be driving intentionally. I don't want to stand before Creator Source someday and say, dang it, I'm sorry, I didn't fulfill my destiny because everybody's just upsetting me. You know, I don't know. I just kind of got caught up in all this stuff and I never broke out of it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to operate in that quantum field of possibilities the most I can. If you knew me when I was younger, yes, my heart of me is similar. It's the same, but I am very different. Choices make us different. Okay. Now, what you eat, drink, hear, see, that is metaphorically speaking too. What you take in through your ears, through your eyes, through every part of you, you need to watch it and guard it and love yourself that much. Love yourself. We're to love others as we love ourselves. Do unto others as we would have them do to us. Well, you know, if you don't love yourself, you can't love other people very well. We got to love ourselves. It's important to be in a place of love. We've got to forgive ourselves and everyone else. Okay. Oh, here's a little example I wanted to share with you. I have heard this through a lot of self-help stuff. It was years ago, but it seems to be true. The 5 closest people in your life, many things about their lives will become about your life too. But this is a very simple, kind of shallow sounding one, but it's powerful for the explanation and the example. Your income will be the average of your 5 closest friends and associates. Isn't that interesting? Just one way this whole thing pans out. We are influencing one another all the time, because there has to be a certain kind of vibe, understanding, belief system in a person who is wealthy and has abundance in their life. There is a certain kind of thinking and perception and belief system in a person who does not have it. I have never been one to have a lot of money, but that is changing. It's changing. I'm building this campground, which is going to bring income into my life, but it's been a long haul. I have let go of a lot of things. I'm not trying to make a living doing art anymore. I am an artist. Bottom line, can't get away from it. But in my part of the world, I have not been able to make a decent living selling my art. So I let go of that. So I have my online shop. Well, why did I create that? Because I saw you all suffering. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Some people aren't even able to get out of bed because of these energies and the symptoms that come. And I don't experience that. But I've been using quantum energy stuff, scalar energy devices since the 90s. And I wanted to share that with you. So I went on a search. I searched all over the world to find the best products, the best quality, and the best price. And I really did work hard, and it was way out there for me. I'd never done anything like that. I talked to people from all over the world. And SchumannKnights, SchumannKnights is from Karelia, Russia. This is some of it right here. This is like the pebbles. And I know you can't see them down there. It's hard to try and get them where you can see them. I keep these around me. These are EMF protection. They, you can carry some in your pocket, and it'll help keep you safe no matter where you are. I live out in the country, so I don't have 5G popping in my house. I don't have that. But when you go into town, even if you live in the country, you're going to come in touch with that. Oh, someone sent me more. Thank you, thank you. Shauna, another 100 stars, thank you. So, SchumannKnights is from Russia. I ended up dealing with people in Russia. With the internet, you can do a lot of things nowadays. The only place you can find SchumannKnights is in Russia, and I think a little bit of Finland, right butted up against Russia, has some. It only occurs in one area. I think it hit with a meteorite. That's how the stone ended up here. Yeah, it purifies water. It does all kinds of stuff. But I searched because I wanted you all to have these benefits, because we're all very sensitive as a rule on this. Our tribe is sensitive people. We're gifted people. We're psychic people, empathic people. All of these gifted things, sensitives. And therefore, a lot of people are dealing with stuff I've dealt with my whole life. And I'm going to share with you every answer I have, included, the technology. If you want to look up something interesting, look up mirror neurons. And you'll understand a little more about why being around people can influence you, whether you realize it or not. Now, let's come over here. And let's take a look at what I have in the shop. And after we do this, stretch. Gotta take off my wristband. It won't stretch that far. Okay. After we do this, we're going to do the heart brain coherence meditation. I know today's going to be powerful. So here, this is some of the stuff I have in my shop. These are different pendants. These are all scalar energy. They come in many times 3 to 4 different colors. No, there is not radiation on these. People have been reading online that there's radiation. You know, you're getting radiated from these devices. Well, maybe some, but not mine. One of the tribe actually got a Geiger counter about a year or so ago, I guess, and tested it. And no, there is no radiation coming off of these. This is healthy, good for you stuff. At this point, I'm still able to make these available at $65. These are the big ones. See how thick that is? This is a big, heavy, beautiful piece of jewelry. This one is much thinner, similar, and I make this available to you all at $20. There's a gold and a silver. I want everyone to be able to have some of this. But if you like bigger pieces, these are beautiful, and they're $65, which other places they sell these for $89, $120. You've probably seen it on Facebook. I had this one made. It has a chip, a crystal chip in the front. I think they're beautiful. And on the back, the stones are in a circle, and all of these have purpose. I'm not going to go through all those. You can look on the store and enlarge the pictures and go to the information, pardon me, about them. So this comes in rose gold, gold, and silver. This is the old-timey one. I wore these for years. The atomic. It has 3 stones on the back. And guys like to wear these. Used to be, this was all that was available. There were no really beautiful pieces like I've located that I'm making available. This one is used by people, a lot of times they call this flow. This is grounding. This is flow. So people use this in meditation and so forth. Now, these are not perfect looking. They have little scratchy things on them, but they're not for beauty so much. They're effective. But this is the old ones. These are the old ones, I should say. Now, these are the $55 pieces, and pardon the chippering sugar fur that's on my little black velvet thing here. This is a triskelion. This is an ancient symbol for the Trinity, for the stages of life, etc. All these on this panel are $55. I'm still able to sell them for that. Things have become more expensive, but I have not changed the price on this yet. All these stones are powerful. It has magnets on this, and I have some that are listed specifically that do not have magnets, because some people, if you have a pacemaker, magnets cannot be a good thing for you. So I have some that don't have them, but these do. This is the flower of life, and everywhere you look, there's people trying to say stupid stuff. Pardon me for being so blunt. These are beautiful. And they are, and here are the stones on the back, and they are ancient sacred geometry. Now, these are the atomic. This is the smallest, lightest pendant I have. See the magnets on the back, the different stones. This is very light, comes in 3 different colors. I want you to see the size of it compared to my hand. And the thickness, very, very thin, very light. So it comes in the 3, rose gold, gold, and silver. This is as light, and the colors don't look correct. through the iPhone. This is the rose gold and the stones on the back. And this black stone, which, gee whiz, Marguerite, I know the name of that stone. Ha! It sounds like the name of one of the Jackson 5. I can't think of it right now. So all these are $55 each. And they come with the chain. The Triskelions come with a silver chain. These over here come with this kind of chain that matches the color. Triskelions all have this sort of chain and they're all silver. These have that kind of chain and they match the color. There you go. That's a quick overall. And if you want to know more about them and more of the benefits, I will I'll plan to drop in the benefits of scalar energy, because all of those pendants are scalar. They're all scalar energy. So there's a lot of wonderful things that come through scalar energy, and very powerful. And I think you all can tell when you watch me online and so forth, I'm not suffering. Very rarely do I feel these energies in a way that causes me any significant pain or suffering. It is super, super rare. And one of the reasons is clearly because I do this. I use these things. We need to use whatever we have, in my humble opinion. And I've searched these things out with good reason. Now, real quick, scalar energy benefits. Scalar energy devices instantly increase your strength, balance, flexibility, focus, and energy by many times. Internally, the scalar pendants and bracelets work to strengthen the immune system, protect your DNA, guard against cancer, increase blood circulation. That's amazing. That they actually cause your cells to unclump. And that's something really important right now. Many people, a good friend of mine in Canada, 2 of her relatives and friends have died of these bizarre rubbery things happening to people's blood, closing off circulation, and people are dying. This is amazing that this actually causes an unclumping effect. Boost energy, improves concentration, protects from harmful radiation, reduces inflammation, fights low energy cancer cells, gives a calming effect, prevents clustering of red blood cells, balances the 2 hemispheres of the brain. Wow, so you become like a Buddhist monk who's meditated many years. Has an antidepressant effect. Disclaimer, this product has not been evaluated by the FDA and it's not intended to treat or prevent disease. The information provided here is for educational purposes only and should not be used to diagnose and treat diseases. If you have a serious health problem, we recommend you consult a competent health practitioner. There you go, that's the disclaimer. Shungite, what does it do? Shungite is a mineral discovered in northwest Russia. It's distinguished by its crystalline form of carbon known as fullerenes. Fullerenes also, which are also present in meteorites, are unique to shungite on Earth and are believed to be responsible for its healing properties. Shungite has shown unique shielding properties from harmful electromagnetic radiation emitted by devices such as smartphones, computers, microwave ovens, and TV sets. Research and literature have reported that shungite heals, cleans, improves, protects, neutralizes, and regenerates cells while absorbing hazardous substances. Shungite is commonly referred to as the Wonder Stone. There. I hope that clarifies some things and will help you understand why you might want to check this stuff out if you haven't already. And it will also let you understand what you have if you've already gotten some of these things. There. Okay, let's do the heart brain coherence meditation. Now, right up front, I don't know I'm going to cry, but I might. I'm one of those people that when I'm being really touched in my heart, spiritually, electricity, energetically, my first reaction many times is I cry. Don't know why. It's just the way I am. Don't be concerned if I do. And I probably won't, but just don't be concerned. And don't be surprised if you feel your heart strangely touched or whatever might work and happen in you. Because we're getting ready to do one of the most powerful things you can do in 3 minutes. The heart-brain, heart math organization is a metaphysical scientific organization. And it has been proven that doing this amazing meditation exercise changes things radically in us in 3 minutes. And the way I explain it is your heart is in touch with the quantum field of possibilities. Your heart is in touch with the limitless. Your heart knows things your head doesn't know. Oh. Let me turn that out because people are sending me things. I don't want that to show up. Okay. Your heart knows basically everything that is in the field. So if you got a headache, if you're feeling anxious, if your heart's doing some flip-flops, mine was doing that when I woke up this morning, big time. And I stopped and I was like, right in the bed before I got up, I did the heart brain coherence meditation. And it helped tremendously. But I will tell you, when we do it together, it's to the power of. Synergy is astounding. Whatever is going on with you, at the end of our 3 minutes together, with this very simple exercise, you may be radically different. You may know things you didn't know before. Because, see, your heart will become active. The heart torus field, which is like a big donut shape of power shooting out from your heart, will come online, which in our world, most people live in their brain. Well, the brain is powerful too. It has a torus field also. But it's not as powerful as the heart because the heart is unlimited. So when we do this meditation exercise together and the heart gets tuned in like that, all of a sudden the heart and the brain come into coherence. They come together and intertwine. Now the brain knows what the heart knows. It knows how to fix that headache. It knows how to deal with that nausea. It knows how to deal with the heart flip-flopping. You know, the anxiety just sort of drains away many times. So I want you to notice how you feel now. And then we're going to notice how we feel afterwards. And this is so simple. Let me get this where I can see the time. Okay. Now, touch your heart area. Bring your attention right here. Now imagine you're breathing in and out from the heart area, not just your nose and mouth. Ready? Breathe in. Kind of shake things off. Breathe in again into the heart area. Now, I want you to think of something that you're very grateful for, something you're really thankful for, something really important to you. whether it's your children, your little fur pets, your home. I'm thankful for you all, for our community, our tribe, our family online. We go through crazy stuff, but we know we're not alone because we see other people going through similar things. It's a beautiful thing. I'm thankful for you all so many ways. And always, I will focus on being thankful for the day of my spiritual awakening when I met heart to heart, unconditional love. So think of what it is that you're very grateful for, that you want to focus on. That's all we're going to do. We're going to breathe in and out from the heart. We're going to keep our hand touching on the heart area. And we're going to think about and let ourselves feel whatever we might feel about gratitude, thankfulness. And don't be surprised if you feel bliss, if you feel ecstasy, if you suddenly feel connected in oneness with all the other people here or with Creator. Don't be surprised. Just let whatever happens happen. Okay? Are you ready? Let me hang on a second. Let me get where I can see the time really well. Okay. And I will let you know when the 3 minutes is up. Don't worry about it. Just focus on thinking and feeling what it is you're grateful for. Breathing in and out from the heart. And we'll just let whatever happens, happen. So, beloved, let us begin. There's a shift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for joining me with this heart-brain coherence meditation. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful tribe family. And Chipper joined us, by the way, in the middle of the heart-brain. Oh, come on, baby. The heart-brain coherence meditation. He came and rubbed against my legs. Come on, baby. Come up. Come up and say hi to everyone. Okay. Say hey. There he is. He loves the heart-brain coherence. Don't you, baby boy? And he loves being with the tribe. Sugar loves y'all too, but Chipper just has a thing. He wants to be here in the middle of whatever's going on with the tribe. So I love you all. Now take note. How do you feel after we did the heart-brain coherence meditation compared to how you felt before? And please just drop a quick note in the comments. You don't have to say a lot. Say peace instead of anxiety, or heart rhythm straightened out, or something like that. Whatever you experienced, if you experienced anything, just let us know. Write it long or write it short. And I will love reading it. And thank you all so much for all the stars you've sent me. I know it's your love. I feel the love through it. Thank you for those of you who have sent blessings and gifts to me on PayPal. Some of you did that in the Christmas time area. And thank you for those of you who have bought some things from the store. It's been very slow because everybody, I guess, spent all their money on Christmas. But I thank you because it means the world to me. And I wish you could see how cute Chipper's being. But anyway, let me know what you felt, what you experienced, what happened during that time. And I'm going to take this. See, Chipper. Now don't get shy. Oh, he's going to get shy now. He was looking right up at us. Oh, okay. That's a headbutt, a hug for all of you. All right. Okay. Love you much. Oh my goodness. What is this? Thank you, Emily. Thank you, thank you. 500 stars. Okay, Zoe says, I feel calm. Thank you so much. Love to you, and love back to you. Wow, that's beautiful. It's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Love together. That's right. You are abundant. Yes, sirree. Shauna, encouragement. Thank you. Tim says, even more joyful than before, feeling more resonant beings. A lot of them right here, right now, right here. Greta says, tears in love. I understand. Patricia says, nourished with hearts. Thank you, lady. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Oh, Chipper's all affectionate here, rubbing against the phone. Chipper boy, you're so funny. Oh, he's in the love vibe. He really does get into the meditation. Okay. Love to get, yes, everything is going to be okay. That's right. That's right. And we're not helpless, and we're not victims, and we're not riding in the back seat of the car of our life. Susu says, much love to all. Peace and healing to all. Everybody receive it. Don't just hear it and pass over it. Let's receive it. Peace, love, and healing to all. Thank you, Susu. Veronica says, calm and peaceful. Wonderful. Thank you, Susan Paul Crow. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Patricia Taft Nasri. Marie says emotional. Those emotions can be so healing, so relieving. You know, so often healing comes when emotions are released, or vice versa. I went to the chiropractor more than once and had my head and my neck adjusted and found tears flowing out of my eyes. First I was embarrassed and I was like, oh well, there's nothing I can do about it. We were made that way. Susu says, thank you again. I saw a kaleidoscope of purple and gold. Ooh, wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Greta, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Tessa. Jill Clark says, very powerful. Lots of tears. Wow. A lot of beautiful comments and sharing in here. I'm just leaning back here. I guess you can tell, just reading the comments. Shauna says, thank you everyone for joining us all. Yes, I agree. Marie says, it's all letting go. Yeah, but be confident. Let this energy and let Source Creator and life carry us. Yes, no fear, joy, expectation. It's an adventure. Okay, you all, I'm going to jump off of here. I think we've had a wonderful time, and thank you for joining me. Chipper is trying his best to not be seen on camera for some reason. But you're up here, boy. Why don't you want the tribe to see you? Huh? Why are you being all shy? You just want to... He's headbutting the phone. Cute animal. Well, I love you all much. And, you know, if you want to watch the Heart Brain Coherence meditation, do it again. It's amazing how it is the same, even though it's not live. There is no distance, time, or space in the spirit. There really isn't. It's an amazing thing. So Chip and I are signing off and sending you lots of love. See ya.